Oh, okay. So there's been an incident today, just now.
Wow.
A drama.
In the rain? It's raining in Melbourne.
Well, yeah. So I'll backtrack. I'll build the tension. Had coffee with my nephew, and his partner is a naturopath.
Is this the one that I've met at the cake shop? I don't reckon his partner.
No, that was my other nephew. This is Jack Robbins, who plays
the musician
who came and played with us on the radio.
Very good.
And he's with a band called Forever Sun, and he plays around. Has been to the States, toured all around the world, so to speak. Anyway, I having coffee with him and his partner. Because when someone's like a doctor or a psychologist, you don't want to ask for freebies, do you?
Well, naturopaths,
What?
Well, it's a bit on the the holistic side of things, isn't it? Really,
Well,
but good. I've been to a naturopath.
But I've been to a naturopath too. I got some really good stuff out of it, and you should pay for the right. You don't want. It's not like when a doctor's at a party and you go, "My elbow's a bit sore. Can you have a look at it?" And that's a bit out of place. But so all I did was, I said to her as we're leaving, I said, "Just give me one thing. I could do better."
Right.
One thing. And she said to me, "How much do you weigh?" And I told her how much I weighed.
You don't weigh a lot, do you? You'd weigh 80, 75.
Less. 70,
incredible.
75.
Yeah.
I won't ask you what you weigh. Well, you want to say?
105.
Well, this will be interesting then. This will be really interesting.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know if you're going the same way, but my wife has been to see a naturopath recently. She said, I've got to drink. Is it about drinking water?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Well, I'll get to you in a second.
Yeah, right. Because I know how much water I'm meant to drink now. It's incredible.
Well, I said to her, she goes, "How much do you weigh?" I said, 75 kilo. And she goes, she went, you need to drink 2.5 litres. So
that's incredible.
So
I have to drink 3.5.
What?
And my son's like, "How much Diet Coke do you drink every day?" Well, not 3.5 litres, not even a litre. Probably half a litre.
But does it count? I guess it counts. But apparently,
no, I don't think
it's what I've heard. If you drink coffee, you've got to take a bit off.
Well, we're drinking soda water now. That's water, isn't it?
It's only
bubbles,
air.
Isn't it?
Air.
Cheers.
And soda and lime, and that's got to be good for you.
Got to say, you got actually lime. I really wanted lime cordial, but anyway, better for you.
Oh, did you want lime cordial?
Yeah, but that's better for you.
That's not, the lime cordial's got the sugar in it.
Yeah, that's what I like.
But I thought you were going healthy. You got a bottle of Coke there. What is this?
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. So that's your happy thing.
Yeah,
and this
true.
is your healthy thing.
All right.
Okay. So anyway,
2.5 litres.
Got up this morning. Went, okay, I've got to start doing the thing. So I had a big drink of water, then I had a coffee, then I'm in the car. And I've got this thing on my phone now. I've got obsessed with it. It dings every now and then to go, drink some water. It doesn't say that. But
how much have you drank now at this point at like 11:20?
Oh, not that much, probably.
A litre?
No.
That Coke I've got, that's 600 mils, isn't it?
I probably would have drunk
another one of them. Or
well,
a few.
Yeah, a bit more.
400 mils.
I think a litre is 4 glasses, 4 big glasses.
Cheers.
So, anyway, I've had my drink, and as you know, I'm dedicated to this show. I drive across town.
Oh, no.
So I had my big drink, drove across town, got here too early, 20 minutes early.
Got away.
Yeah. So I go, there's a park at the end of the street.
Not really a park.
Well, that's what I found out.
Yeah, it's a creek, isn't it?
Well, no, it's a driveway. So I walk down the driveway, and there's a guy, and he's, people are sitting at their computer looking out their window, and he's looking at me, and I'm going, "Oh God!" And then I realize
it's not private access.
No,
because it goes down to the river.
Yeah. It's not, and then you can't get down to the river.
No, you can't.
You can't. So I go, now I'm in trouble because my bladder is fully expecting to get rewarded at the end of that track. I now walk back very quickly, and then and I parked my car over there, and I look across, and there's I think a chiropractor.
Yeah, there's something like that.
And I had to go behind his garage.
Oh. And it's a problem in the urban area. The nearest toilets, because I know this area well because I live here, but also because I've got kids and I've been in those parks a lot. The nearest toilet's quite far. Yeah, but you could find a bush. You could find a bush, yeah. I had to go. Well, apologies to the chiropractor. Yeah, because he looked out and hey, there's Cal. No, oh, Jesus, what's he doing? He's flashing, exposing himself behind the.
Basically, bin. I mean, you get fined for that.
Oh, I was in Adelaide recently, did the Fringe Festival, then had to go into did my show.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll be right. I'll go to the toilet. Had to go do a best of show in the garden where they have all the shows.
Yeah.
I had problems getting there because I didn't have a pass, and so all this whatever. And so eventually I get to the garden, and the guy goes, "Oh, the portal is blocked out the back," and so I go to urinate.
You're touching yourself now.
Yeah, I go to urinate behind a shipping container. Some roadie walks and goes, "What are you doing?" And I had to stop midstream, which is painful.
That's like a gold medal if you can do that.
I said, "Oh, sorry, the portal is broke." He goes, "No, it's not." And I said, "Well, no, the guy just told me it is." And so anyway, he went over and used it and said it's fine. So then I used it, but being caught weeing.
Well, I've told the story before in New Orleans.
That's right.
It was a scaffold. I thought it was a new building. Walked in there and I was urinating on the front door. Sir, I show you no respect.
Well, this is the whole thing with Molly Meldrum at the moment. Have you read about that?
He showed his bottom, didn't he?
No, but that was Elton John at Rod Stewart.
What's happened now?
He was sitting in a wheelchair and he urinated because he's obviously, he had carers and stuff. He's not well.
But what
people said, "Oh, it's disgusting," but I mean, he's in a wheel. He's obviously not well. So.
Yeah, and when you're that age and things are happening, you got to forgive that.
I reckon, absolutely.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Well, anyway, this is Talkback. I mean, give us a call.
Yeah.
Where have you been caught doing it? What's the number? 13 24
10. 10. That's the Nova number.
Where have you been caught short? And,
hang on, ABC 1300 222 774, or you can text 0437774774.
A mate of mine was going for a surf the other day, and then realised halfway going down the track, he needed to go to the toilet.
Well, you can just do it in your wetsuit, can't you? Or
not what he needed to do.
Oh no!
And it's not like an easy thing to do.
No, not with a wetsuit on.
With a wetsuit on, and he had to then. So halfway down the track,
in the bush.
Yeah. But you know what? I applaud him. He got the job done.
And also, if you're a little bit sick, you just can't. Kieran always remembers when we were in Belfast, and the troubles were still going, but there was a ceasefire. And I got off this train from Dublin, and I had to go badly, and I ran down the street, and these soldiers were. Kieran remembers there's a tank coming towards me, and I'm bolting down the street with a backpack on.
Stop there! Stop there! What are you doing? I'm shitting myself. I understand you're shitting yourself, but don't be doing that here and around here.
There was an explosion, that's for sure.
I apologise. I brought the tone of the show down. Well, I often do.
We do
with body functions and stuff. Anyway,
play the music.
Play the music.
Here we go.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, here we are on Somehow Related. We get two topics, and then we've got to work out how they're related. And that's the whole podcast. I met some fans on Saturday night in Paulpunka, Glenn.
Where's Paulpunka?
Near Bright, up in the mountains.
Beautiful part of the world.
It's
that's where Kate Langbrook had her wedding.
Yes, we both went.
Yeah.
That's a long way. Mount Buffalo, I think it was.
Was it Mount Buffalo, was it?
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy was telling me that he drives, his partner's in Heidelberg in Melbourne, and he lives in, was it Wollongong or Newcastle? And he drives and listens to our podcast. So hello to him.
I think this is a good driving podcast.
Yeah.
It's not one you have to sit down and really
think about.
Yeah.
Any money he's pulling over for a wee now, though.
Yeah. Don't talk about wee because I'm on the verge again because
there's toilets here.
I know, but I don't want to stop the podcast.
No, you can if you want.
So if it just you just start.
I meant to be drinking. Yeah, if there's a gap, you hear Glenn walking off. Take the podcast. Take the mic with you.
Yeah.
All right, should we go to topics?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Sam. She'd be not happy with the wee talk.
No, not at all.
Zombies, fungi, and ants.
Whoa. It's a three-way, man.
You said in the setup 2. She's heard 2, and she's gone,
We've had 3 before. We had, was it Hot Chocolate, Jamaica, and Sloane Rangers? That was a good one.
What was the answer? I don't remember.
The guy that... Sir Sloane, whatever his name was, that's, the Sloane Rangers,
Sloane
Square, Lady Diet, named after, was in Jamaica and he invented hot chocolate, I think. I've got to have some more water, Glenn, 3.5 litres. Water break, everyone. Go drink some water, everyone.
Go and try and get through a litre in this show. I reckon that's a fair thing to do. I'm just going to have one.
Zombies. Well, I got to say,
I don't know much about zombies. I haven't seen a zombie movie. There's The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead. Never seen it. Was told that was really good, really popular.
First series, great. Yeah. You've not seen The Last of Us, the recent one on binge?
That's the big one. No.
Oh, fantastic.
No. Is it? Really?
Oh, great.
But
because
seriously,
it's not just about zombies. It's about and the two actors are great. The girl from Game of Thrones and the bloke from Mandalorian.
But it's science fiction, obviously.
It's science fiction. It's post-apocalyptic, which I like. I don't like this.
I'm more of a pre-apocalyptic.
I like post-apocalyptic. When you see freeways grown over with grass and deer running wild, and there's guys just living on the edge, shooting people.
So what? A zombie is what?
It's a living dead. Traditionally, if you go back to the Dawn of the Dead, which was George Romero, I'll get it wrong. Where's Ross Noble? The first real zombie movie wasn't it the Dawn of the Dead with George Romero? I think it was. Anyway, he created this sort of genre. I think there'd been zombies beforehand in folklore.
Okay.
But in the 70s, he had this movie, which then influenced people like, Shaun of the Dead. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't like it?
It's all right.
With, what's his name?
My mate.
Oh, you know him? From Spaced.
Yeah. I don't know him. I've interviewed him.
Yeah, I've interviewed him too.
But he knew me.
Oh, yeah. Well, he lived in Australia for a while.
Did he?
Yeah. His aunt lives here or something, and he worked at a... Yeah,
what's his name? Oh,
he
no.
was mates with Greg Fleet.
Oh, no.
Simon?
Yes.
Yes. Simon Pegg. And Nick Frost.
Yes.
Nick Frost, the big guy.
Yes.
They're great. I
hope they're not listening.
And Simon Pegg, when we interviewed him on the radio, he's Apple's godparent. He's Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin's daughter's godparent.
Oh, there's some somehow related.
He hangs out with them. He used to hang out with them. But he was great. He's always, and then he was in all the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh no, he's great. He's funny. He was
a bit serious lately. I think.
Has he?
Nick Frost is always funny, the big guy.
No, he's great. He Mission Impossible. He brought humour to that to a place that's not very humorous.
But Shaun of the Dead's a great movie.
So people are buried.
28 Days. You seen 28 Days Later?
No.
Oh.
I haven't seen. As I said, I'm not a zombie guy.
Fantastic.
I'm more of a vampire guy, but even that, I'm not really a vampire guy.
Well,
is it that they get buried and they come up out of the ground?
Yeah. Now in the more recent ones, like The Last of Us, it's a virus. There's some kind of virus going around.
What do you mean? It makes them come out?
Makes them. Yeah. It's a virus now. So I don't know what it was in the old zombie movies, but these days it's a modern virus.
Wasn't Glitch about zombies?
What's Glitch?
There was that one on the ABC with Patrick Bramwell.
Oh yeah, where people come back from the dead.
That's what a zombie is.
Yeah, sort of. But they were nice zombies though. They were attractive.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. So now, wouldn't people didn't people go backwards, like get younger? You'd wake up and your wife was 20. I think it was some man's fantasy, to be honest.
Imagine they pitched that to the ABC and it got up.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you should see 28 Days Later. Oh, man. That's done by the guy who did Train Spotting, Danny Boyle. Because traditionally zombies move slow. So like
this, with their arms out.
So in The Walking Dead,
and nothing happens when you shoot them.
Yeah, but then in 28 Days Later, they were running and stuff. The zombies could run.
So zombies are the bad guys.
Yes, and they've got no. They don't seem to have any brain left.
How do you kill a zombie? You got to do something to us.
They shoot him in the brain. They tend to shoot him in the brain or stab him.
And what does a zombie do when it gets you?
Bites you and you become a zombie.
Oh no, that's ridiculous.
Well, that's what the whole zombie thing is.
You come back from the dead. Okay, you come back from the dead. You bite.
Well, it's traumatic because you can see your mum walking down the street as a zombie. You go, "There's mum," and then you got to shoot her because she's a zombie now.
Oh, right.
You can't be.
Well, look, I must be. There are a lot of people out there who love the zombie, a bit of zombie action. I'm not one of them.
You don't like zombies?
No. Was it 28 Days? I got to watch that. Do I?
Fantastic. 28 Days Later. Yeah, it's set in London. Yeah, it's great.
And do you genuinely get scared?
Yeah.
Do you hide under the blanket?
No, you watch The Last of Us. They build the tension in that really well. And The Walking Dead, the first series of The Walking Dead was great. I watched that. Then there was just like, where can we put zombies? We'll have them on a boat. You know what I mean? There were zombies We'll have them underground. We'll have them in the water system. We'll have them in the sewer. Oh, there's zombies everywhere.
But don't you just go, oh, here they go. We're going to go down to get a donut. Isn't there going to be a zombie in the donut shop? Everywhere you go?
That's why Shaun of the Dead's so funny. Remember he gets up and he's hungover and he goes to his local shop and the zombie thing's already happened but he doesn't notice because he's hungover and it's quite. He thinks people are drunk and stuff. And
maybe. Look, I'm missing out. I'm thinking there should be a zombie musical or a zombie.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. There would be the zombie comedy. Where? Okay, where would you go to hide from zombies? Where would be the best spot to hide from zombies? You reckon?
Back in the ground.
Underground.
It's
a good one. Yeah,
that's where they came from. They got away out of the ground.
True.
Do you know the answer?
Well, no. I just know on these zombie shows, on Walking Dead, they go to a prison and they lock themselves inside the prison, you see.
Oh, so they're locked in. So, was Frankenstein...
Yeah, was he kind of a zombie?
He's a like monster. A zombie?
Yeah,
did he put his arms out and he rocked forward?
Frankenstein is not the name of the monster, though. That's a trivia fact for you. They never say his name, because Frankenstein's the doctor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
Just an update on the fluid intake.
How you going? You need to go?
Well,
I know when they do zombie movies, you've got to get zombie training to walk like a zombie.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. That would have to be the easiest thing to do, walk like a zombie.
But some people get too into it. Some people don't get into it enough.
There's the overdoing it and there's the underdoing it.
I think it's a fine line.
Don't you just sort of have to drag your feet and sort of like just no movement of arms?
Isn't
it kind of standard a scary walk?
I suppose so.
Do your kids like the zombie movies?
Yeah, they like The Last of Us. They find it a bit scary, though. So
you have to, like, but Okay, what's the next one? I reckon I'll make it through fungi.
Fungi? You'll make it through fungi?
Make it through fungi, but I don't...
What is that, mushrooms? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a fungi.
I'm a fungi, that great joke.
Yeah.
When the mushroom goes to the nightclub, it goes, no, we don't let mushrooms in here. What do you mean? I'm a fungi.
I take mushrooms regularly.
Ooh.
I mean, I love what's my favourite toasted sandwich? Ask me.
Cheese and tomato?
Oh.
Mushroom?
Yeah.
Oh.
At the lighthouse, if you're down at the lighthouse in Aries Inlet, get the toasted mushroom. I never thought that a toasted mushroom sandwich would be, and weirdly,
he must do something, or she must do something to the mushrooms beforehand.
Maybe there's some glaze on you.
They oil it or something.
Yeah. And it's in a press.
Is it porcini mushrooms or normal mushrooms?
I reckon it's the standard issue ones.
Yeah.
What are they? Porcini.
No, porcini are those dried ones where you got to soak them and then pour them into food.
You know your stuff.
I only know because I made vegetarian lasagna, and it was a Nagi recipe. You know Nagi? You know her? Mm. She's great. She's got one of the best-selling cookbooks.
Jeez, I don't know much today.
Well, if you're not cooking in that, but anyway, Nagi has got a great recipe for vegetarian lasagna, which we hadn't had for years. Like I'm talking 10 years. And I made it. It was beautiful, but you had to soak porcini mushrooms and then use normal mushrooms as well in the recipe.
I take capsules.
Oh yeah, that's right. You take mushrooms.
Yeah, I take.
Do you reckon there's a bit of hallucinogenic ones in there?
I don't know. But
imagine if you get a bit of.
I did wake up the other day with no pants on down the shop.
Yeah, the magic mushrooms screaming out for Mickey Mouse.
I know. Sometimes I take lion's mane. I take turkey tail. I take reishi.
Jeez. And what do they do?
I must admit.
What do they do for you?
Because I'm on the FODMAP.
They keep you regular or?
I'm on the FODMAP.
Yeah, I know you.
I take turkey tail for that. And my brother and I agree it's the best things we've done for our gut.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have some gut issues, I would give turkey tail a go. Glenn, the naturopath.
Which brother?
Phil, the older one.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd listen to Phil because he's a very normal person. So
what do you mean by that?
Well, he's a washing repair man, whereas you get into a bit of that, flaky stuff. Whereas if you've got a person who fixes machines,
he's a real person. Whereas I'm a bit up.
You're a bit arty. You're a bit arty. You're getting advice from naturopaths in cafes.
Yeah, Well, I anyway. Do they work? Well, that's the one. The reishi is meant to relax you. Lion's mane meant to be good for your brain. So the fact that I can never remember anything on this show, I need to take more lion's mane. So I take it. Now, did you know that mushrooms are one of the plant life that can break down plastics?
Didn't know that. Mushrooms are weird when you think about it because kids often don't like mushrooms because of the. But I love mushroom pasta.
We had mushroom and chicken pasta last night.
Yum.
Divine. Yum.
Essential ingredient of carbonara.
Yeah,
Yum.
and they bring a plate. They're really bringing it. They're going, what do you want? What do you want to get from the mushrooms? Give it protein, all these. It's natural, And you want to get off your head? Go down to the end of the aisle and get some of the special ones. Not that I've ever done it.
The magic ones.
Is that psilocybin? Psilocybin? Yes.
I did them in the 80s. My brother, because when we were
hang on. So
growing
you've
up,
done magic mushrooms?
Yeah, kids, don't do them. In the 80s,
did you get scared?
No, I'm not scared, but I would never do them again.
Because you were hallucinated.
Yeah. So we went 10-pin bowling. Stupid thing to do.
While you were...
Yeah, we got the bar. Oh, I can't remember, but one of my brothers used to pick them down Warrandyte. Now, this is another issue.
You got to watch out.
You got to watch out what you pick, exactly.
How do you tell it's a magic mushroom?
No, he had a mate Gary was an expert.
Oh, Gary knows everything. There's always a guy called Gary, and Gary's really, really reliable.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Well, they were definitely magic mushrooms. And
how did you have them?
Yeah, I think we just ate them. They were dried. And we just ate them.
And then okay, take me through it. What happened?
So we're sitting around in a shared house. We ate them.
Paint the picture.
And then all of a sudden,
what?
Sort of the other
room started, the wall started bending a bit.
Yeah. And then we go, let's get the bus and go bowling, which is a dumb idea. It went bowling, and then you start seeing two of people and stuff like that, and you start seeing like things move, and you pick up the bowling ball. And
do you say I'm seeing weird shit, or do you just?
Well, I think if you're gonna do it, you do it with other people that are,
Well, you can do it. You can do. It's LSD, isn't it? The one that they use for therapeutic things now. So did you get scared?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because you feel like you're out of control.
Yeah.
So I would not take them again.
Yeah. And so did you go? I don't like this.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I liked it when you come down off it. It feels good because then you're getting back to normal and you feel like you're getting more in control. Like of your brain.
So it's like banging your head against a wall.
Yeah.
It feels good when you stop.
It literally feels like your brain's spinning inside of your head. I think different people have different reactions to it. Some people like it.
Because you're a thoroughbred. You're a bit of a thoroughbred. You're probably quite sensitive, artistic. So
I don't know if I can't remember my friends if any of them. I think some of them liked it and may have done it again, but I don't know.
A friend of mine who was a psychiatrist said, in terms of medical, it's a blunt instrument because people can the reaction can be anything from the best thing in their life to
the worst thing.
Yeah,
and also it can trigger stuff. So
it can open gateways.
Oh yeah, it's not good.
So So be careful out there, kids.
I wouldn't take them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't take them.
But other people say it's the best thing they've ever done, and they go on a journey and
go in the desert. They go in the desert in America, and they sit in a smoke tent and all that.
What's the other one?
Cactus?
There's the cactus one, and then the other one that you go into South America.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called?
No, I don't know, but I know what you mean. It's like, is that the smoking tent?
Native
Americans do the smoking tent.
And a friend of mine did it, and just threw up for 10 hours. That's all that happened. Threw up.
Yeah. Oh.
And they say what you
Peyote?
need will...
Peyote is one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, why don't you go to the toilet and we'll find out. We'll ask Sam. I'll ask Sam. You go to the toilet?
Okay.
I'll ask Sam. Yes, Sam, what is it?
Ayahuasca, a traditional Amazonian decoction with psychoactive properties.
Ayahuasca.
Okay.
Which I don't know what that is. Is that a mushroom? Is it a...
Made from bark of the Banisteriopsis carpi vine, containing beta-carboline alkaloids, and leaves of the Psychotria viridis bush, supplying the hallucinogen N-dimethyltryptamine, DMT.
As opposed to LSD, which is chemical.
Factory somewhere, lab, man. I made a lab.
Mushrooms? What else can they do? They can glow in the dark.
Mate.
What's truffle?
Oh, that's sort of like a fungi. Yeah, it's too strong though. Yeah, I've tried it. It's too strong.
Yeah. And you need a special dog to find it, don't you?
I should get you a T-shirt to wear around. Those T-shirts you see or stickers like I'm like a mushroom. I get kept in the dark and fed shit. Those mushrooms. Yeah, mate, I'm like the mushroom around here. I'm like the mushroom.
What else could we say about fungi? fungi,
not much.
mushrooms.
It would have been weird being the first person to eat them, like especially truffles.
I reckon it's the new frontier,
You reckon?
underground, because the trees apparently talk to one another under the ground.
Wow.
I don't know how, but
I was reading about the centre of the Earth. It's amazing what's down there. It's amazing that we explore space, but we don't go down there because you know why? It's too hot.
Yeah.
You get down there, you start just.
I mean, we've only touched the surface, literally.
Yeah.
But you just wonder. I often think, the things we're going to find down there are the future.
The future. You heard it first, guys.
Yeah, and I also had a friend of mine who said that's where aliens come from. They live under the ocean.
Yeah, right.
And they come out and fly.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
he's been on mushrooms. This guy. He's on them right now. Ants. Let's do ants.
Ants. Oh, well.
Oh, ants are fine until you get bitten by those red ants or bull ants or.
Well, I was only reading about this the other day because in my area and your area,
down the beach,
in Tasmania, and in Victoria, there's an ant called the jumping jack or the jumper ant. Little did I know that this ant is in the top 10 poisonous ants in the world.
So poisonous how though? Like they bite you and then what happens? Like a spider? Or?
They can kill you.
Really?
Yeah, you can have an anaphylactic response to them if you get bitten by them and each time you get bitten, the reaction gets worse.
Right.
They're really. I mean, they're number 10. Have you ever been bitten by a jumping jack? No. It really, really hurts.
So how do you know what they jumping around? Are they?
Yeah, if you get near them, they're incredibly aggressive. Seriously, they will.
Are they big or?
They're probably about an inch?
Oh yeah,
inch long. Maybe the bull ants.
Yeah,
bull ants are much bigger.
Yeah,
but bull ants kind of don't really.
Well, they hurt.
They hurt, but they don't give you the venom that these guys grab a hold and hit you. It really hurts. So how do you know that? Because when you get near them, they jump and they'll jump towards you and try and get you. I mean, you're a tall building, and they're going, "I will take you on."
Wow,
I will take you on.
They're quite aggressive.
Yeah, and then so people have to carry around an EpiPen if they get bitten. I mean, I think there was the thing that Hamish Blake did in South America or in India, where he got bitten by the most painful ants in the world.
Whoa! What, on purpose?
Yeah, to see what it was like. Ended up in hospital. I think he ended up in hospital.
Jesus.
The pain was obviously the worst he'd ever felt. But if you get bitten by ants, what's interesting is that snakes they're like the show. Like if all the animals get together, when snake comes in, everyone goes, respect.
Yeah.
You got some nasty venom there. But when ants come in, everyone goes, you're just after
whatever.
You're after a bit of sugar. Yeah. What are you doing? Dangerous. Very dangerous.
I didn't know that. So jumping jack.
Oh yeah, jumper ant, jumping jack. Yeah. If you see an ant and it jumps,
get away.
I mean, obviously they live underground. But they have massive networks underground. So if there's one little hole, there's a whole lot of jump. If you stamp around the hole, they come out and they go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, right. We're going to attack.
We're going to kill you.
Oh.
So
be careful gardening.
But be careful gardening.
Ask the gardener down the lawn about this. He must have been bitten in the past for sure.
There's a few people down there who down that part of the world who have to carry an EpiPen because they've had a response to it.
Oh.
But where was I the other day? Somewhere, just leaning, when you're looking out the window pondering. And those little tiny ones?
The tiny black ants, yeah.
Yeah. They were walking in a line along the windowsill. And then there was one going the other way.
Oh.
And the one going the other way was stopping at every ant and shaking his hand. I'm
really?
serious. And I hadn't had mushrooms. And they're shaking hands. And then something happened, and I had to close the window or
That's
move
funny.
something.
Well, they send out sentries to... Because I often see... when you get ants at home, and then, like, say you leave some peanut butter out or whatever, get up the next day and there's all ants in it. They reckon... I haven't had ants for years, touch wood, but we used to get them all the time.
Yeah, we did too.
In the bin.
And once they get in there, they're having a party in there.
But an An ant guy, some ant expert I spoke to, might have been on the radio, surely on ABC, it's a kind of ABC topic. Give us a call about ants. They send out sentry ants that see if there's any food or anything going on, and they go back and report.
Oh, I see. So
hey, guys, a whole loaf of bread out here. You know,
like, there's a whole bottle of Coca-Cola. It's fantastic. Love it.
Or maybe they just stay and drink it all themselves and then come back. Nah, nothing to see.
Anyway, so I leant on one of these little baby tiny ones, and I heard him. And I didn't like it. And the one that was walking down and shaking all the hands comes up and tries to save the one.
Really?
But I'm going, that is so beautiful.
Wow.
But then the jumper ants, apparently, when they get feisty, they also turn on each other and beat each other up. Like they're so aggressive. It's like they've got this incredible born attitude to kill at all, at all costs.
Did you have that ant thing when you were a kid?
But 2 bits glass.
The ant farm?
Yeah, no. Did you? No, but
I know kids that did.
It was always a bit disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah. I like the bug catcher. That was up there with the bug catcher. Remember the bug catcher?
Gotcha. So,
what about the Ants movie? You seen the Ants movie?
No, that's a recent one, isn't it?
Oh, no. 20 years ago. You look at animation's very old-fashioned now.
Was that any good?
Yeah, I think it was all right. There was the Bee movie, and there was an Ants movie.
The Bee movie wasn't it? It was Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I mean, I reckon he's come up with that title and worked backwards and written a very average film based on a title. Bee movie meaning B
grade.
B grade, yeah.
Well, the Ants was Ants with a Z, wasn't it? That was big, the Ants movie.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. If you want to know if it's going to rain or not.
Oh, the ants go away. They come out.
No, they build up a pile around their hole.
Oh.
They build up so when the water's running, it can't get up and into their hole. But if the hole's, so they build like not a wall, like a mountain around it. What else do I know about ants?
Ants are, what is the purpose of ants? They must, they're good at cleaning up stuff.
Well, they're a bit like fungi because
surely they get into dead bodies. Like they get into dead rats and stuff and eat them. Take them apart.
You would think so, but I don't really remember.
You see ants? No, there's more maggots, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. What is the? Apparently, there's more. Oh, did I read this and that's not true? The weight of ants in the world is more than the weight of humans in the world. It's one of those things you read and think, yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think there's like 12,000 species of ants.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Ants in your pants?
What's that? What's that game?
Oh, that's just a saying. You got ants in your pants.
Oh, yeah, you're a bit
fidgety.
You don't know what to do with yourself.
Ants in your pants.
I think they're everywhere in the world except for Antarctica.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, you wouldn't imagine there'd be ants in Antarctica.
No, you wouldn't think so.
Having said that, there wouldn't be anything in Antarctica unless you're a fish or a polar bear.
Penguin.
Yeah, really.
You'd think ants would get there on ships and stuff, though. Yeah.
If you are an ant, give us a call because we read some more facts about you.
30-24-10.
How many legs? 6.
4. Oh, 6.
Oh, I'm just guessing. I'm saying 6.
Oh, I thought 4. I don't
4?
know. I don't know. I'm no expert.
I think they got 2 at the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 at the back. And they got usually the ones that bite have got the pinchers at the front, the big pinchers.
Yeah.
And they've got that big pod of venom in the back, and they grab a hold of it with the pinchers and bring their ass around and plug it into you.
Oh, is that what they do?
I think so.
I love it when you see an ant carrying a huge bit of bread or something.
Yes,
it's the best.
Yeah. Come on, Keith, give us a hand.
Showing off to his mate. Look at me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Is there a queen ant? Is there like a number one?
Queen bee? I think there's a queen ant.
When you go...
There might be in some ant species, surely. King ant.
I guess they're just trying to just getting on with their day, just trying to survive.
Well, what thinking music can we have?
What thinking music can we have?
What can we have for ants? Yeah, plenty of zombie stuff.
I like a trailer from an ant movie or an old ant movie,
or a trailer from The Living Dead, or the original one, Dawn of the Dead. We'll probably have a good trailer.
It needs voiceover though, because it was just action.
Yeah.
How about an old one from like the 70s?
Yeah.
An old ant movie. I think there was a movie called Empire of the Ants.
Really?
Yeah. And I think the graphics were, it was like back before the day before they could do anything. It was like split screen sort of.
Yeah, I love it.
On one, so
Empire of the Ants.
Let's hear the trailer for Empire of the Ants circa 1977.
Of all history's prophets, none has a greater degree of credibility than H.G. Wells. with his predictions of moon landings, ray guns, sonic signaling devices. Is Wells right again in his prediction of dangers to come in Empire of the Ants? In this fantastic tale, Wells tells the chilling story of a colony of ants who feed on atomic waste, causing them to grow into large, voracious monsters.
Let's get out of here, come on!
And these giant ants are actually able to control humans.
He needs us. That's why it has to be this way. Why we must obey. At first, the people don't understand. They must be forced into submission.
H.G. Wells' Empire of the Ants. For they shall inherit the earth sooner than you think.
Wow. There we go. Probably
Yeah.
saw that, I reckon.
Look it up. It's pathetic.
Empire of the Ants. Well, I suppose you need to have a crack. Zombies, fungi, ants. Oh, that's too hard. Zombies.
Zombies, fungi, and ants. And when we do a three-way, does the three-way have to relate to each other?
Well, somehow.
Or does it go in a line?
I'm going to say the first zombie movie featured zombies that were triggered by ants eating a fungi.
Okay,
ants
I'm
attacking.
going to say this is a little bit not okay. That's a good answer, by the way. I'm going to say the only way, because the only way you can kill a zombie is by killing its brain. I'm going to say, like, if you break a bit of ant off, it doesn't necessarily kill him.
Oh.
So you need to kill an ant's brain as well to kill him. And the fungi has a brain and doesn't quite fit, but it's all to do with the brain of the creature. That if you want to,
I'm confused.
I'm confused too.
Should we get the answer?
It started really strong, and
very
it
confident.
petered out towards the end.
What's the? Should we get the answer?
Yes,
We don't have we definitely don't have the answer, but Sam will.
Around the world, a parasitic fungus transforms ants into zombies. The fungus is like something out of a horror movie. The organism hijacks the body and brain of its ant host, mind controlling it into abandoning its nest and climbing a nearby tree.
Wow.
So that's another message for the kids.
Jeez.
If you don't be messing with the bad fungi,
fungi,
because you will fall off the twig and end up becoming a zombie.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Did you hear about Keithy? What? Yep, he got into the mushrooms. What happened to him? Turned into a zombie. Really?
Turned to a zombie.
Yeah, we tried to save him. I love it. We got him a nice a little bit of bread, a little bit of a crumb. We tried to feed him that.
But it was he's on his own.
You got him a cube of sugar and didn't want that.
Didn't even want the cube of sugar.
No, didn't want the cube of sugar. And we got him a beautiful drink of Coca-Cola and didn't want it. We got him some jam. You know, because
they love jam.
They love jam. And he had turned into a zombie. He'd gone to the other side, fell off the twig.
You know what they did? They got him some ant rid and said, have a bit of this. It's nice and sweet.
Ant rid?
Have a ant rid?
Now, is it true?
It's like very syrupy, honey-ish ant rid.
When you see the line of ants, I think you just have to, I think if you draw chalk along the line.
Really?
You just break the line and you upset them. So maybe that's what ant rid does.
Really? No, ant rid's like a thing they eat. It's like a syrup.
It's like rat poison.
Yeah. So Keithy's on there. Oh, this is really nice guy, though. Oh, yeah. It's for your own good. For your own good.
No, don't. I'm not in mushrooms, but I mean this stuff. Come over here, guys. It's really good. I don't know what it is. Jesus.
Feeling a bit weak.
Feeling a bit, yeah.